is a CSR implementation organization trust working in the sector of education and skill development since 2007. Friends Union for Energizing Lives, FUEL, stems from the understanding that the youth in India form one of the most vulnerable groups, who on the one hand are expected to be the leaders to determine the destiny of India and on the other lack essential information and opportunities to succeed in life. Taking this into account, founder Mr. Ketan Deshpande along with his chief mentor Mr. Santosh Koppi initially began conducting sessions for class 12 students, wherein they provided them thorough assistance on all educational prospects. But over the last 15 plus years, FUEL has scaled up. FUEL also focuses on women empowerment by working towards girls' education and is supporting more than 600,000 girls through scholarships and skilling initiatives.
In past 15 years, we have worked in a way that government, policymakers, CSR partners and industry partners are with us from day one.
I congratulate the entire FUEL team for the remarkable work done by them over the years. Since inception, FUEL has been the guiding light for the future of our youth.
I would like to congratulate the FUEL team for taking up this important endeavor of launching the FUEL Future Skills Institute. I hope that through this endeavor, you will be able to achieve the impact and the momentum that you envision.
All of us in the industry congratulate FUEL for their vision and their help the youth reach newer heights.
I'm glad to see that you have finally achieved the goal you have been working towards so many years.
FUEL has been appreciated by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and Honorable former President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind ji. And FUEL's founder, Mr. Ketan Deshpande, has been awarded the Mahatma Award. FUEL was invited to represent India at Stanford University's Global Entrepreneurship Summit and also had the opportunity to work with the Prime Minister of Poland as well as the First Lady of Uganda. On its quest to empower women, FUEL also contributes to societal welfare by granting scholarships to the girl children of Army Jawans, martyrs, and families of Army personnel. FUEL has its presence across 137 Army public schools in India and supports 75,000 plus defense school students and districts under Aspirational District Program by Niti Aayog. Over the course of their existence, Friends Union for Energizing Lives is enabling students to excel by making substantial contributions by partnering with 3,500 plus schools and colleges across India and changing the lives of more than 1.1 million students. FUEL is on a mission to become FUEL Skill Tech and Entrepreneurship University, influencing more lives.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed an honor that we had a very great inaugural session. And when the veterans of the CSR industry and father of our CSR, Dr. Chatterjee sir, has already spoken about how CSR is impacting the youth of the country. And I'm a live example, sir, in front of you. When I started in 2007, when I was a 19-year-old boy, that time CSR law had not begun, but this became like a life tonic of empowering young people when CSR came in. So while you have done so much for our nation through legislation, I must say there is also one side where you have impacted with the legislation through all the social entrepreneurs and NGO ecosystem. So I must thank you for giving us this stage and opportunity. And a great day to me also, because my mentor, Pratyush sir, received the Lifetime Achievement Award, and I'm very honored to share with you that my first interaction with him inspired me, and today many of my projects, whichever corporate he went, are supported by his leadership and conviction, and today we are empowering young students And my students who study in our business school and university come from a jury where Pratyush sir is always part of. So thank you very much, sir, for guiding us throughout the ecosystem. Let me give you a glimpse of the example of what we do, and of course what are some of my learnings in the entire ecosystem. I started this organization in 2007 with an aim to empower young people through innovation, through providing them career opportunities and skill development. And now it's a full-fledged skills university as well as a business school which imparts education to only the downtrodden sections of society. There is a vision which I had that no student should suffer lack of information because of deprived background or their marginalized challenges. And as a result of which, we started empowering young students with career counseling, providing them academic coaching and skill building programs. Over the years, I have worked with different policymakers as well as different governments as well as the corporate partners, and they have entrusted the responsibility. And I'm very glad that Honorable Prime Minister also took note of our efforts and appreciated our efforts to work in different economic opportunities for the young people. I also wish to share with you leading corporate partners who gave me opportunity to support, really helped me. All of them tested me with small funds, giving me small opportunities, and over a period of a decade, they replicated their models with us to impart education and skill development. I also see that this is a big opportunity for young people and social entrepreneurs like me to get involved into the ecosystem of implementing CSR projects as well as making that new breakthrough for our country. I would also like to mention to you that social entrepreneurs are not celebrated the same way which probably the commercial entrepreneurs would be celebrated. The reason is we don't create valuations, we create values. But there will be soon a happening ecosystem through the stock exchange program of the social stock exchange. I believe that even social entrepreneurs would be at par considered in the business standard and economic times for creating that impact which is needed for our nation. And if you see the demographic dividend which we have, the advantage which we have for young people to get trained and become new generation entrepreneurs is immensely potential for our nation. I would like to also tell you that these are some of the growth areas which needs a lot of visibility, which also needs a lot of support from young social entrepreneurs. The government as well as the CSR leaders, one thing which I wish to share with my experience is that a lot of times social entrepreneurs don't have enough talent, don't have enough resources, but they want to solve the most complex social problem of the society. So how do you build that ecosystem? And I think this law has benefited us where not only we get the financial resources, but we also can get engagement of employee volunteering, talent and resources, which helps us to solve the most complex social problem. And I feel skill development and bringing out that change can be one of the important area. I wish to share with you how we are doing it with a small case study where a girl from a background of underprivileged coming from farmers' income does a course with us, gets the skill which is needed and gets placed in an MNC with an annual salary which could help her to potentially 5x her annual income. Now this is possible only because you do and replicate and believe in your model in which you can implement. So I would also like to share with you that currently we have 55% women beneficiaries, around 10% with army soldier children, and around 80% students study from the weaker sections of the society. I've been identifying the beneficiaries, and it's a tough task to identify needy beneficiaries where you need support, and we've been replicating this model where we have worked with government, we have worked with NGOs, grassroots organizations to identify such students and provide them the support. The perspective which we bring in is to create that awareness, give them the future skill training and enable them with the job opportunities that are waiting for them. I could tell you that this industry has impacted a lot of young people and they are very much thankful to the CSR interventions which you do. Thereby a brand recall, brand value which we spoke in the morning, all is possible because of these important steps. the sector-wise skills and opportunities which you see and what kind of opportunities are there. Turning our attention to benchmarking, we explore governance structures, market positioning and pivotal role of scholarships. Harnessing the demographic dividend is essential for enhancing employability, and we explore strategies to leverage the advantage effectively. Breaking down the skills required in different sectors, essential, we discuss the job opportunities aligned with specific skill areas. This knowledge empowers our graduates to make informed choices about their career paths. If you look at the core skills discussion, the essential skills highlighting their significance in navigating and complexities of modern job market. The demonstrating the return on investment in skilling program is crucial. And I want to share with you that the Industry 4.0 is very important, and industries are investing their talent, their skills in young people by providing them those economic opportunities. And I just wish to share with you that the ecosystem from 2016 to 2023, how it changed right from the retail e-commerce to the internet business, and this kind of skilling is needed. And if you see the demographic dividend, they all want these important opportunities for them. They all want this skilling to be done and the ecosystem to be built so that they can get the right jobs and right opportunities. And if you alone see this entire industry, how it has changed, it has involved BFSI, it has involved very important skills like creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, value and return communication, and digital and data literacy. Now, all these skills are needed with young people. We need to make them aware about it. We need to train them and give them those opportunities. I have also purposefully done a formal institution, because when I was doing this informally as an NGO model, I realized that a lot of times the young students think that whether I will get a formal degree in education, whether I will also be at par to what the formal education system is. So I decided that let's also build a parallel ecosystem. And this is for my social leaders who want to think that not only CSR acts as your startup fund, but how you leverage it and then make your own institution and create that sustainable impact for generations to come. Harvard is Harvard because someone named Harvard donated to the Harvard University. I studied in Judge Business School at University of Cambridge. My entire college building of Judge was given by Dr. Judge to the Judge Business School. So big universities, big colleges or institutes have been the legacy for the generations only when they got the corporate and philanthropic capital. So if you wish to create that legacy, and many of the corporate players are now wanting to create that legacy initiatives with a decade around the CSR, I think it's something which you will have to look at and make your organization also into creating a legacy for the entire generation to come. I wish to give you a thought process that not only Digital India, Make in India and Skill India, all of it need quality human resource potential, but every now and then in the entire ecosystem, we need human resources who are trained, who are effective and able to deliver the programs for the world. And I see this with a small case study which I wish to share with you. A company called Oracle is supporting us, where the entire cohort gets trained into the specific business analytics course at our business school. We bring these girls from aspirational districts of India, most marginalized communities. They would be having a meager annual income of less than 1 lakh rupees, and most of them would be like farmers or daily wage laborers' children, but brilliant in their talent. And we use media, we use policymakers to identify them, bring them at our business school, prep them for 1 year just on the foundational skills, and then enable them with a business degree which gives them a salary of around 12 to 15 lakhs per annum. A family of 1 lakh rupees in annual income gets 12 to 15 lakhs a salary after the program is delivered. That kind of revenue streams are available if you do the effectiveness of the program implementation. So with this, I would like to share with you that there are many collaborative opportunities that can help our country. We should navigate through these points. Let's keep in mind the overarching message, the transformative power of skill development in shaping not just individual careers, but the future of our workforce and industries. From my last 17 years of a ground implementation, I can share it with you that if you have an effective cause, companies come and support you. Initially, they may hesitate to support you, but if you are doing it rightly, if your intent, if your ethics and all things are there on the ground, the implementation support comes. And I would like to mention to you, not only the CEOs of leading companies who came to visit my institute and our delivery, they got so impressed that they invested their individual funds in funding the scholarships of the students, and that is what the return on investment is. And today I was thinking initially as a business model which was spoken today in the morning, that it is only going to be CSR, but then later I realized more the individual philanthropy is also available. And today my 80% of funds are invested by individuals who want to make contribution to the country. That is what the power is. And these alumni who have graduated from the program, they made their own alumni fund and now are supporting almost 1,000 students a year to get trained. So I always say to my team that what we do for our community comes back 10x, and that is what is happening. And I'm a product of this, which I proudly share with all of you, and look forward for an engaging session with all of you informally to share these learnings. And we need thousands and 10,000s of organizations like me, 10,000 of such entrepreneurs like me, who will transform our country. If every organization decides 1 crore youth, we have 125 crore, for example, the population, we only need 125 organizations who can make it happen. But it is up to us how we take it up and make it ahead. Together we can and we will make the difference. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.